What is up, guys? I'm Daddy Gamer Fred, and welcome back to another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee discussion video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the brand new trailer, A Whole New Way to Go. We're going to be going over the English and Japanese trailer, also with the side bit of information that we got updated on the Nintendo.com website. And let's just dive right in because there's a lot of new stuff to go over. So we're going to start off with the English version of the trailer, and the first thing we see is Moltres flying around inside a cave. I'm gonna just say that this cave is Victory Road because this is the same place that you catch Moltres in Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Green, Pokemon Red. Basically, any Pokemon game in Kanto that has the Victory Road, there's usually a place to catch Moltres in it. I'm not too sure Gold and Silver was Moltres able to be found in Victory Road. I don't really think so, to be honest, but I think this is cool that, one, if there are in Victory Road, that Moltres is still there, and two, the upgrade Victory Road is getting with the lights on the cavern walls and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Then moving over to the next segment that is hugely new, and that is the Visit Go Parks. Not that we haven't seen Go Park before. This is actually the way we're going to be connecting with Pokemon Go to bring our Pokemon over. So we do know that, as well as that Alolan forms were going to be in the game, and one of the ways to bring Alolan forms was going to be through Pokemon Go. And actually, we see that here. We see Alolan form Pokemon for the first time inside of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. They look amazing, as you can expect. We got Alolan Grimer, Alolan Golem, Alolan Sandshrew, Alolan Vulpix, Rattata, Raticate, Meowth, just to name a few. They look incredible, just like every other Pokemon in the game. So it's cool to finally see them. We do know there's going to be other ways to catch Alolan form outside of Go Park in the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee games that haven't been revealed. And I gotta rephrase that. You're not going to be able to catch them, but they said there's going to be ways to obtain them within the game outside of Go Park. So my safest bet is that maybe in Game Corner we're going to be able to grab one, or maybe throughout the world there's going to be a special in-game trades that you can do that's going to grant you one of these Pokemon as well. Feel free to leave any suggestions in the comments on what you think is going to be the way they're going to implement Alolan forms inside of these Let's Go games outside of the Pokemon Go feature. And also, another thing I was thinking about is maybe getting a post game where we can go potentially to a Alolan Island, and I think that would be pretty cool, especially to tie back to the Sun and Moon games. But I think that would kind of be really weird, considering the fact there is not just the Alolan forms spawning on those islands. There are a ton of other Pokemon, and we do know that only the 151 Pokemon is going to be present in this game. So that'll be kind of wishy-washy water, not to say that as a pun, but let's just continue with this trailer as well. So we finally get introduced to this brand new minigame that's going to be taking place inside of Go Park, and this minigame is going to be called the Play Yard, where you could play a minigame that can earn you candies for a specific Pokemon. Now, in order to play this minigame, you have to bring 25 of that same species Pokemon from Pokemon Go into your Go Park, and instead of just recapturing all the Pokemon over and then transferring them to Professor Oak, what you're going to be doing is actually having a minigame where you just run around them and just, I guess, touch them, or whatever the case may be. Once you touch them, you got to avoid obstacles and try to get them back into the base before the timer runs out. And then once you've done that, you're granted with the 25 candies. I think this is pretty cool, especially if people are bringing mass bulk of Pokemon, like 25 of the same species, to Go Park, so they can trade those Pokemon in for candies inside of the Let's Go games and then use that to boost the stats of a Pokemon. I think that's a pretty cool idea, especially for Eevee and Ivory training. So in this mini game is pretty cool. You get to see other random Pokemon popping out of the ground, such as Golem. I'm not too sure if you have to have that Pokemon in your park as well to be popping up out of the ground, because I think before we also seen Diglett, but I'm not too sure about that. But that's pretty cool for that mini game. And then we get to move on to something that kind of relates to the mini game, especially with getting candies, and that's powering up your Pokemon. Now, we do know obviously it's a staple in Pokemon where you battle a trainer, you level up, you get stat bonuses, and that's going to be the case in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Once you battle a trainer, obviously you're going to grow levels, you're going to grow stats, status, but you can also do it by using candies. And they show an example here with a quick candy being used on Pikachu, bringing up its speed by 1, and then also showing that in order to get these candies, you can transfer Pokemon within the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee games, and you get a random assortment of candies. I'm not too sure on how these candies get transformed into, you know, tough candy, courage candy, mighty candy, quick candy. I would think depending on the Pokemon and also depending on the stats of that Pokemon you're transferring, depending on if it was high stat, was a speed stat, or, you know, attack stat, maybe that's the case. But I'm again unsure, and it's not explained fully in this trailer. And then we move on to some more legendary bird footage showing Articuno for the first time inside of the ice cave. I forget what it's called, let me know in the comment section below, but it looks amazing. Then we also see it followed up by Zapdos, and Zapdos again also looks amazing. Looks incredible to see all of these legendary birds inside of the game. It's crazy that they're doing this around the same time the legendary birds are appearing back in Pokemon Go. So I think this is all tying together just beautifully, especially with the idea that Pokemon Go and the Let's Go games are tying into each other. And then we get to see exactly how we're gonna be catching these legendary birds, and we're gonna have to battle them. We did know that from previous trailers, but you're gonna actually have to battle them and dwindle their HP all the way down for a chance to catch them, kind of like what we do in Pokemon Go. In Pokemon Go, you have a raid where you battle the legendary bird or any legendary Pokemon for that matter. You put their HP, or, you know, the HP down to 0, and then you have an opportunity to capture them after the fact. Kind of different from what we usually get in a Pokemon RPG game, but I do see them removing that aspect of wild Pokemon battles, for we won't have to deal with dwindling health and try to juggle that with the aspect of, oh, I need to lower its HP but then also capture it. This does simplify it a bit. I'm not sure on how I feel about it until I play the game for myself, but as of right now, I think it's pretty cool. I do enjoy it in Pokemon Go. It works fine. However, in the interview with Famitsu, with the game director, they did state that they found that it was kind of difficult for new players or players in general to kind of find a balance, the happy place on how to capture Pokemon. And I do think this makes it easier. Do I want to see this in the Gen 8 games? Absolutely not. But I do think this is cool for people first take on Pokemon, so they can kind of have an easy way to get into it, so they can potentially explore this game to the full possibilities, and as well buy the next year's games and explore Pokemon even more. Then we get pimped with the Mew stuff. We did see this a couple of days ago inside of the Japanese variety show, where they showed up with Mew, and they showed that Mew can have all these other crazy moves like Ice Beam and, you know, Thunder Shock and shit like that. So it's not new stuff that we're seeing with the Mew, and that's it for the English version of the trailer. We still got a lot of stuff to go over, so let's jump over to the Japanese side of the trailer. So the Japanese side of the trailer pretty much show the same thing, just in more depth. What they show is the Go Park stuff first, and they're showing exactly on how we're going to be able to move Pokemon Go Pokemon into our Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee games. They have an example with Dragonair, which they show the process of selecting Dragonair, moving Dragonair over to the Let's Go games, and then recapturing that Dragonair. I do have to point out that we do see Alolan Pokemon mixed in with the regular Kanto species Pokemon, which looks incredible to see inside of these games. You can see Alolan Sandslash and Alolan Marowak right at the entrance of the Go Park, standing next to a regular Rattata and a regular Raticate. And also you get to see a Duck Trio. I actually didn't see that on my first time watching it, so you get a Duck Trio there right there as well. And we get to see Blastoise, Charizard, all these dope Pokemon. And then of course Dragonite, we got to capture him inside of the trailer, throw him into the overworld, and they ride on Dragonair on his back, and oh my god, it looks so amazing. I'm so happy that he's not just following behind us running, that we're actually flying on top of him through the overworld. I think that is so dope. Dragonair or Dragon, well, I think I'm saying it wrong. It's Dragonair or Dragonite? Let me know in the comment section below. I've been saying Dragonair the whole time. I think it's Dragonite actually. And then we get to see more of the mini game. Let me know if you would like to see the full video of the mini game. I could post that here on this channel as well. I think this is pretty cool. Again, the mini game looks kind of cool, especially if you're going to be bringing 25 or more Pokemon from the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee games into Pokemon Let's Go. Now, also bringing up Cerebi.net, they do clarify that the Pokemon Go Park can hold up to 50 Pokemon. So you could bring 50 Pokemon from Pokemon Go into your Pokemon Go Park at once. But you can store up to 1,000 Pokemon in Go Park from Pokemon Go. Now, this doesn't mean that it's just one account. You can use this on multiple accounts. accounts. So you can have multiple Pokemon Go accounts and bring those Pokemon over to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I think that's pretty cool for people who do have multiple accounts, and also for people who have friends that potentially gonna have Pokemon Go, want to trade you a Pokemon, but don't have Let's Go, so you can just throw that Pokemon in Let's Go for you. Now, you do need to note that you cannot bring the Pokemon back into Pokemon Go, and also Pokemon Go players do receive 1 candy for that species, so it's kind of like it's being transferred away like always. So if you are going to transfer a Pokemon, you might as well bring it into the Let's Go games, to be honest, because that way you will be getting double the candy. You'll be getting a candy in the Let's Go games, you'll be getting a candy in the Pokemon Go games, and I think that's pretty cool. And then they go over the same stuff with leveling up Pikachu's speed and showing that to the players on how that's going to be working with candy. Then we see more of the same with the legendary birds inside of the cave. We do note that we have to battle them, dwindle their HP down to 0 in order to capture them, and I think they do it with Articuno this time instead of Moltres in the Japanese trailer, so we get to see Articuno fly around. And then the most disappointing thing to me in these trailers is the fact that Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres have been confirmed to be following you behind and not gonna be actual Pokemon that you ride upon and fly around the overworld with. Now, I could be wrong. This could just be an option that you can choose between either having the Pokemon walking on the ground or being flying on that Pokemon. It is kind of disappointing to see because my dream is to be able to fly on an Articuno. It was my definitive Ice-type Pokemon in Pokemon Yellow, and I did use Fly with it, and I would always had this vision of my head of the trainer flying on top of Articuno, and it's kind of sad to see it just follow behind us like that, and we get to see the entrance of that presumably will be the cave to capture Articuno. I forget the name of the cave. Let me know in the comment section below, and that's going to be it for this breakdown. I'm trying to keep it as quick as possible and as consuming as possible. I am making this video a few days late, and we got a lot of other stuff to go over, so please let me know in the comment section below if I missed anything, if I got anything wrong, especially that Dragonite BS I've been saying throughout the whole damn trailer and I was wrong. But also let me know if these trailers got you hype. I did record my reaction. Unfortunately, I didn't record my mic on during the reaction, so I didn't want to re-record a faked reaction for you guys. I just wanted to keep my reactions genuine when I do those. I only record reaction videos to trailers that I'm watching for the first time. If I watched it already, I will not watch it again to get a second reaction out of it. I think that's fake and ungenuine, and I don't want to do that just for clicks and views, even though, to be honest, my reaction videos do get the most views on my channel. I tend to stay away from doing stuff that is ungenuine. So let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on these brand new trailers, how hyped for you are on the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee games, and hell, if you're not hyped on these games for whatever reason, let's have that open discussion in the comment section below. As you know, I answer all comments. Peace. I'm gonna see you down there. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Like always, guys, I'm Daddy Gamer Fred on Instagram and Twitter, and you guys can bring the conversation there. I'm the American Gamer in Switzerland right here on YouTube, and yes, I'm gonna be doing a ton of videos just like this one. So if you enjoy, please hit that subscribe button. Also hit the like button. It does help me out a ton as far as growing the channel is concerned. Ring the bell if you want to be notified on the next time I drop a video. Peace. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one.